Okay, so in this video we will talk about the differences with reading physical books and reading ebooks on an e-reader. So the benefits with a physical books for me is that it's physical, so you can hold it in your hand and you can feel the pages with your hand. It feels so real for the experience to be better. So you can also smell the book. Books smell so good for me. When they are new, they smell in one way, and when they get older, they smell in another way. The more you use them, the more the smell will change. And as I said, holding a page in your hand when reading is awesome actually. And it's also a collectible, so you can have it in your library, and that is a huge benefit. So you can collect books and have them physical with you. The drawbacks though with a physical book, for me at least, is that the text is too small often. Yes, you can probably buy some books with a larger text for easier reading, but for the most of the books, the text for me is too small to read with pleasure. So I always need to have my reading glasses when reading, for example, and I also need very good light in the room for reading. You can make the text bigger no matter what in a physical book, and that means that we now come into the benefits with an e-reader reading ebooks instead, because on an e-reader you can make the text as big as you want, and you can have the light on or off. You see now I have 10% light, so you can have the page as white as you want. You can also turn off the light completely, so you have it off and reading with great benefits. You can sit under a reading lamp to read exactly as you do with a book if you prefer that, without any front light. Or you can be in a dark room, just turning on the front light and read without any reading lamp without at the side of you. And the biggest benefits, as I said, is that you can make the text yours. You can make the text as big as you want. You can change the font to whatever you want to have. You can have you can have the margins as small as you want, and much more. You can do a lot of different settings reading the book. And to me that is a huge difference, because with this I even don't need reading glasses when reading, because I can make the text as big as my eyes need to be comfortable reading. You can't do that with a physical book. Another benefit that many people say is that you can have a lot of books. You can have thousands of books with you all the time on an e-reader if you prefer that. So you can have your complete library with you wherever you go. That is also a huge benefit for e-readers reading ebooks. Yes, another benefit is also, of course, that you can have a dictionary. You can check some words immediately when you are reading, when you need. So for example, long pressing on that word means that it starts searching the dictionary for that word, and you have an explanation of that word. You can't do that with physical books. You need to use Google on an iPhone or on a computer or something to check that word, or have a dictionary lexicon in a physical way. But that is also a huge benefit using e-readers, and you can also translate words directly when reading ebooks, so you can have the explanation in another language, for example, if you want. That is also a huge benefit. And another great benefit with e-reading is that you can have statistics and more. You can see how many pages you have left and how much time is left of the chapters and the book and everything when reading books. So you can have a lot of different statistics, and you can also have statistics of all your reading on your e-reader. You can see a complete setup of settings and statistics of all the books you have read, how many pages you have read, how many hours you have read, and a lot more on an e-reader. So you have a lot of cool difference and benefits with having an e-reader reading ebooks over a physical book to me. And you can of course go into your library on your e-reader and see all your books that you have on the device and all the books you have read and so on. So for example, here you have a library of books on this e-reader, so you can see what books you have, and you can also go into all the books you have read like this. So that is also great. You have always your library with you. And a benefit with a physical book is that you can see on the backside what the book is about. You can read about the author, you can see more about the book and so on, and a lot more. But you can do that on an e-reader too in some ways. You can, for example, here in co-reader, you can long press on a book and you can see book information, book description, for example. You can see book description here. And now you can read about what the book is about and so on. And to make an e-book more like a physical book, if you know what I mean, is that you can have the cover like this. When you are not reading the book, you can see the cover of the book. Most e-readers are in black and white, so the cover is in black and white. You can get some new e-readers with color, but I don't recommend color e-readers because the display is a lot worse and more dark, not as sharp and so on. So I prefer black and white e-readers. One last thing you can also do with ebooks is that you can make them more like physical books, if you know what I mean. You can have the files more like yours and have it more fiddle with them more and take care of them more with a software called Calibre. I will see if we can go to my Calibre here. We go to desktop. So I open Calibre here. Hope you can see a bit of my Calibre here. So here you can do a bit more with your books. You can add them to your library, as you see here. You can make them having a rating. You can see how many pages they are, and you can see if you have read them and so on. So for example, this book I have read, I can click here and make it read like this. So you see I have read that book now, and you can add tags, what the books are about, and categories. You can see the book series they are in and so on. You can do a lot more here. You can also see the description text of the book. You can do what you want with the physical file, if you know what I mean. You can make the physical file more like a physical book, and to have it in your library like this. I think that's a great way to be able to have the physical files more like physical books. So that was a short video about the differences between a physical book and an e-book. And to me, I prefer e-books in all the way I show you in this video over a physical book. The only thing I miss is that you have the physical pages and you can feel the text, the pages on the book, and also the smell of the book I miss a bit. So I think that is the only thing I miss with ebooks. Okay, bye.